Today, we are diving into one of the most incredible stories science has to tell. We're talking about the journey of how human life actually begins. It's this amazingly complex, perfectly timed process that, all starts from just one single cell.
I mean, really think about that for a second. Every single one of us, you, me, everyone, we all started out as a tiny microscopic cell. So how on earth does that one little cell transform into a complex, thinking, feeling person? Well, that's the epic journey we're going to map out right now.
And what's so cool about it is that this whole mind-bogglingly complicated process, it actually follows a really clear and precise roadmap. You can break it all down into 6 essential steps that have to happen in the absolute perfect order. So let's get into it. Okay, so before we jump into those 6 steps, we gotta cover a few of the basics first. Think of this as like life's blueprint, the fundamental rules of the game for how we're all made. First up, a really key difference in the animal kingdom. You've got animals like chickens, right? They're called oviparous. Basically, they lay eggs. But humans, we're viviparous, which is just a fancy way of saying we give birth to live young. This whole internal development thing is a massive piece of our reproductive strategy. It gives the baby a long, protected time to grow. All right, with that ground rule set, let's head over to the starting line and meet our key players. We're going to focus on the 2 absolutely essential ingredients needed to create a new life, and of course, where they come from. It really all boils down to 2 highly specialized cells. In males, you've got the testis, and its main job is to produce sperm. And in females, you have the ovary, which produces the ovum, or what we all know as the egg. These 2 cells, which are called gametes, are literally the stars of our show today. Okay, so we've met our key players, the basic rules are set. Now it is time for the main event, the 6 critical steps that take us all the way from 2 separate little cells to a brand new human life. And here it is. This is our roadmap. It all starts with the creation of the cells, which is called gametosis, and goes all the way to the birth, which is known as parturition. Every single one of these 6 steps is like a domino. It has to fall at exactly the right time and in the right order for the whole journey to be a success. So let's break them down one by one. First up, step 1, gametogenesis. I know it sounds super scientific, but if you just break down the word, it's pretty simple. Gamete means the sex cells, the sperm and egg, and genesis just means creation. So this is literally just the biological process where the body creates the sperm and the ovum. It's getting our 2 essential players ready for the journey. Now to really put this journey into perspective, you have to look at the numbers. And this is just wild. It's not 1 or 2 sperm that start this race. It's somewhere between 200 and 300 million. That incredible number just shows you the immense scale of the competition that's about to kick off. It's nature's way of making sure that only the absolute strongest and best equipped has a shot at succeeding. And that massive number leads us right into step 2, insemination. This is basically the starting gun for the race. It's the moment that those hundreds of millions of sperm are transferred into the female reproductive tract and they begin their long, really difficult journey toward that single egg. Step 3 is fertilization, and this is the climax of the entire race. Out of all those hundreds of millions of competitors, just 1 single sperm makes it. It successfully gets through the outer layer of the ovum, and then their genetic material fuses together. And right in that instant, a totally new, completely unique, single-celled organism called a zygote is created. The blueprint for a new person is officially complete. But hey, the journey is not over yet. This new little life, which is now a tiny ball of cells called a blastocyst, has to find a safe place to grow. And that brings us to step 4, implantation. This is where the blastocyst attaches itself to the wall of the uterus. It's almost like it's plugging in to the mother's life support system so it can get all the nutrients and oxygen it needs to keep growing. Once that secure connection is made, we're into step 5, gestation. This is that incredible 9-month period where that tiny ball of cells develops everything, a heart, a brain, lungs, and grows into a fully formed baby. And of course, it all ends with the final powerful step, parturition. That's the process of childbirth, the big finish line for this whole extraordinary journey. So there you have it, a 6-step journey that takes 2 tiny individual cells and turns them into a brand new human being. It's just a remarkably efficient, elegant process that's been perfected over millions of years to make sure our species keeps going. What's truly amazing is how this whole thing works like a perfectly coordinated biological cascade. It's like a chain reaction where each step has to happen at exactly the right time in exactly the right way to trigger the next one. It's really a testament to how robust and successful this natural process is. So, we've just walked through this incredibly intricate system, one that's been fine tuned over millennia. It's a race against unbelievable odds that somehow succeeds time and time again. And it really leaves you with one final thought, doesn't it? What does this amazing journey truly teach us about the sheer undeniable persistence of life itself?